Well, I went to what's called a meetup the other night. I don't know if you go to meetups, but go to meetup.com and put in the kind of group you're interested in. And these are free meetings of people who are interested in the same idea, like clubs, I guess. But actually, it's a hell of a lot cheaper than taking a seminar, like if you want to be a real estate investor or you want to start a business or a nonprofit or all these kinds of things. Because these are people that give you advice for free who've done this for the last 6 years or 6 months or 6 days, and they're way ahead of you, and you learn. Well, actually, I went to one for nonprofits, and they were talking about using cryptocurrency for fundraising, actually getting cryptocurrency for fundraising. And after listening to this and doing a little research on it, I say, man, this is an untapped resource. Now, what I do now a lot is help people start nonprofit organizations. I show them all the sources of money for nonprofit organizations. Okay, well, this is a source of money that nobody else is using. Yeah, and they're not going to find you. So you have an untapped universe now of people who are rich, because people who are into Bitcoin and have extra to invest in or to put into nonprofits, man, these are all young people. You're not going to find an 80-year-old doing this stuff, but you go to the traditional foundations and all these kinds of people that give money to nonprofits to start or to grow. You know, they're just old, established people who can't even spell cryptocurrency. Yeah. And these young people get excited about your idea. Yeah, here's $500,000. Yeah. And so it's a way that nonprofits are just learning about this. And I think it's an incredible opportunity because it's new. If people aren't there now, that means, it's supply and demand. A lot of people aren't chasing this money, so it's easier to get. If more and more people are chasing, like you go to the traditional sources, like in the reports I send out to people looking for money, are things like the Foundation Center and other sources like this that every nonprofit uses. So I'm always trying to find stuff that, hey, people aren't there much now, and that creates a better opportunity. So this is like an untapped demographic market for nonprofit funding. And now but you got the cool kids, you got the old established people looking for old ideas, but no, you got a new idea, will most likely be more interesting to somebody who has a bunch of Bitcoin money sitting around, they don't know what to do, than somebody who has 100 shares of IBM or something like that. So that's it. So here's actually there was a speech given by a nonprofit, they're a for-profit consulting group, but they're part of an incubator, nonprofit incubator that helps small cryptocurrency companies that want to start in the cryptocurrency business. So that's another thing. You're interested in getting in the cryptocurrency business, whatever that is now, I'm not really sure. But there are incubators that give you help and money and things like this to start. Okay, so they're part of this, and their company, it helps nonprofits take advantage of this. Now, what I'm not saying is, they're nice people, and a bunch of nice young guys and progressive, but their service is really for bigger nonprofits. I would suggest if you're not a medium size or a big nonprofit, you probably don't need to spend the money on them. You could learn it yourself because it costs nothing to test it, to see if there's something Bitcoin for you before you start giving money to some consultants who promise you that they'll do everything. But here's about Bitcoin. Okay, the first thing was neat. They explain the difference between them. You have Bitcoin, you have cryptocurrency, and blockchain. Okay, Bitcoin is the actually stuff that you get. It's a dollar bill, but not a dollar bill, it's a Bitcoin. So that's the currency. And there's lots of different currencies than Bitcoin. So there's other ones that are out there. And actually Facebook just is going to start their own. So you could trade in Facebook, cryptocurrency. So Bitcoin is one kind of cryptocurrency, which is all these different kinds of ways to pay for things. Okay, blockchain is like the banking system for all this. So it's not some fat cats on Wall Street doing it. It's a software program. It's not at all. Just like as Uber got rid of the hotel companies, a lot of them, many or whatever, they're disrupting it by giving hotel rooms without a hotel. So this is letting you have money and pass money around without having a bank. Now that's pretty cool. So that's what that is. Now, how many people use cryptocurrency now? Okay, now that's interesting data. There are 40 to 50 million global users. So in other words, that 40 million, 40 to 50 million. Now there's like 350 million people in the United States. So 40 to 50 million people that are using cryptocurrency. So that means they have a cryptocurrency account and they do it. And they say it's the largest cryptocurrency exchange, that's where you exchange the money, it has 25 million users. So it's a big pile of people already. Okay, now how many people? Okay, we covered that. How much money has been donated? So how much cryptocurrency is donated to nonprofit organizations? Okay, and it's estimated now, in hundreds of millions of dollars. I mean, it's a big piece of change already. Now, like the Pineapple Fund, this is a nonprofit organization that invests in nonprofits, but just with other people's cryptocurrency. And they did 56 million. Charitable, which is another clearinghouse of this stuff, 100 million, another one, 125 million. So check these out, if you're interested in doing it. What are some of the major nonprofits that accept it? So, hey, it's only the weirdos who are taking this cryptocurrency stuff. None of the established people. Nonsense, man. The established people are starting to get into this. Lupus Foundation, Human Rights Foundation, United Way, UNICEF, Pencils for Promise, Donors Choose. That's a cool little nonprofit. Mercy Corps. See, they're all accepting donations in cryptocurrency. Okay, now why should you accept a donation in cryptocurrency? Well, here's the reason: because it's cheap for people who own it to give you money. They don't have to pay taxes. See, if they invest in something, say stock market, and then they have these stocks, and they get $100,000 from the stock, then if they give you the money, then they have to pay capital gains, okay? They don't have to do this with, there's no capital gains. So if they have an extra $1 million in cryptocurrency, they could just give you the $1 million in cryptocurrency. You put it in your wallet, and I'll show you how to do that for nothing. And then you exchange it, within minutes into real dollars, and it costs you hardly anything, but they don't pay taxes. So this is a way for them to give assets, that to groups that they think are important, without having to pay any taxes on the money they made, okay? So this is what goes on a lot now in our country, is that people get tax breaks for giving away money. So here, if you find people who have cryptocurrency and they made money in the cryptocurrency business, see, there's a lot of millionaires, people lost money a lot too, but people made it. So those people that made money in the cryptocurrency, they could give you that money and not pay taxes on it, see? Now that's cool. So you're getting money you don't even know you could get. They didn't even know you wanted it. That's the problem. They don't know who to give this money to. Okay? So that's why just having this would be important. That knowing that people could do this, and then see people. If you find the people that have cryptocurrency and ask them for the money, they're going to be more hip people that be interested in your idea instead of some stodgy old, 200-year-old family from New England who has a foundation. They're only going to give it to Microsoft or something like that foundation, and not to some little, no-name startup that you're not even sure what the hell you're doing yet. This is more likely, I think, and more of an opportunity for people. Now, here's the group at the beginning, and this is all the notes you see here is from the seminar I was at, and that's an organization that helps nonprofits. And mainly, one of the main things they do is get you software at discount prices. And so that's a reason to do it. Other thing, they have meetups in about 70, 80 cities, I think, around the world, where they help nonprofits grow. So they want to help people. Now, here's the other thing. Here's the people that, the consultants that help do this for you. And they're called the Thriving Block, as in blockchain, the thrivingblock.com. And there's some links for them, various things, Twitter, email, their website. And if you want to subscribe to their newsletter on cryptocurrency, the thrivingblock.co. subtract.com/subscribe. Well, you get that. Now, if you the only thing you really need for anybody to here's the NetSquared website, netsquared.org, tells you about them. If you're interested in nonprofits or whatever, maybe good to know about them. And here's the Thriving Block website here. They have some interesting news in here about cryptocurrency and Bitcoins for nonprofits and some extra thing. But more importantly, what you need, all you really need to get Bitcoin to you, somebody to give you their Bitcoin, is called a Bitcoin wallet, okay? And here's a video here on YouTube from Coinbase. Coinbase is the major wallet to have. It's sort of like an account. It's that you're having your own Bitcoin account. So if you open up a Coinbase wallet or any kind of Bitcoin wallet, people can put their Bitcoin into your account. And then when you watch this video on YouTube about the Coinbase one, you see how you also have a US account in real dollars, a dollar account. So you could take your money and just transfer it into dollars, and poof, you got dollars in a few seconds. So that's cool. And you could do that, and that costs no money. What the consultants seem to me to do is help you find where these people are who have the Bitcoin. They seem to be more wired into that organizations where they hang out. You got to find out where they're out in the mailing list. You can do a lot of that work yourself and may want to test it out yourself to see if there's any interest in an organization like yours. So it costs you nothing just to go out, get a Bitcoin account, get a Bitcoin wallet for free, and then just start reading some articles how to find people who have Bitcoin to invest in your nonprofit, okay? And that's what it's all about. You start learning it yourself, going up the learning curve. If you're gonna, I don't know what they charge, but it's gonna be thousands of dollars. And it's silly to do that unless you have the money or whatever. But if you're tight on money, start learning it yourself, and you can. Tapped into you, and this is going to be growing. It's like radio and or TV in the 50s. When TV came in, they said, "Oh, radio's going to be gone." No, it's not gone, but TV grew, right? So this may happen like that. So it's always start learning something new, because you never know what's going to happen. And now there's at least a big enough mass. People are giving money. You have hundreds of millions of dollars going to nonprofits this way. So why not you? You only need what, $500,000? You only need $10,000? Well, somebody just made $1 million in Bitcoin, so they could give you $10,000. That's nothing. That's pocket change, right? But you got to know where they are. You got to be able to accept it. So that's what the thing is. Knowing. That's right. Information is power. So if you join Lesko Help, that's the kind of stuff we talk about. The new stuff, not only the old stuff established, because that's not going away. That's still big, but it's the growth that's important. So that's why I love telling people about the new ways and the growth ways, because when you're on the upturn of a wave, man, that's fun. When you're on the downturn of a wave and it's going away from the beach, that's not too much fun, is it? That's what so much of our society is. Old and tired and going away from the beach because it's a shrinking market. Find the new ones that are going up. They're a lot more fun.